So.
Now, when I put a message in the chat, did it go to you, Michelle, or it just goes to Camille, who's registered as the host?
Okay. I think it just goes to Camille because I don't see. I'm bringing you
Because
to
it's
it.
okay. Because when I first came on, I sent you a message just because I was trying to learn a little bit more about the format. Camille, did you get in touch
Yes,
with Jessica?
yes, we are live now, and we have been working for the last 15-20 minutes on our mask, and we are also at the same time at the JEA Art Gallery, the Jewish Education Alliance Center Art Gallery, where we have our second Children's Objects of Art show. We also have the Frank Collins Boys and Girls Club, who is going to show the mask that they are creating today. We would have liked to be able to put up everybody's art pieces, but due to COVID, us being flexible and having the opportunity to make this a hybrid activity, we're just kind of showcasing an example of each of the forms of art we've done. We've done assemblage, we've done applique, we've done collage, and we're going to kind of talk about each piece as the kids are working along with creating their masks. So what they're working on right now is this piece right here, and I'm backing it up, trying not to get my head in the way. The mask right here. I'm gonna end up turning it this way. So this is, Carol, you were asking earlier about how do they get the instructions? How do they know what they're making? We've been working with the Savannah African Art Museum to put together instructions and pre-recorded videos so that art rooms, art studios, and after-school art programs, as well as school programs, could actually access the materials from the museum, as well as our host, the Seed to Fiber Textile Art Program website, where we've been doing the project since July. So the reason everyone is already working is because they've already kind of been prepped about what they're supposed to do, what they want to make. And like Michelle said earlier, that we're allowing the kids to kind of just get creative. So they have the instructions and they're using the materials, which are plant materials and fabrics, but they're also incorporating their own style of art in there. So I'm
It's
excited to
fascinating.
see. Yeah, I'm excited to see what everybody's gonna do. Can you guys hear
Well,
me at the Frank Collins Boys and Girls Club? Yeah.
hi, everyone at Frank Callan.
Hello.
Hi.
Does anyone want to come up? There we go. Does anyone want to come up and show what they've done so far?
I'm not halfway done.
You're not done yet? They're not ready. See, they're into it.
They're
That's
not
the way they
ready.
did it. That's the way they
That's
did it last
okay.
time. They were like, "Don't bother us until we're done." But they were hard at work at it. So at the same
I have
time,
another tech question. So you got the live stream going?
yes, the live stream is going, and also for those, there's a QR
And
code.
that's from the Seed to Fiber?
Yes, and it's also on YouTube. So I'm gonna
And then
take
you have
another. I'm just
you
gonna
have
take
this.
another tech break.
I have to
Yes,
leave,
the
remember, for
QR
you.
code. I'm gonna take another text break and put up the CR code. When we're in the middle of changing our from the Frank Collins Boys and Girls Club, I'm gonna show the CR code so you can scan it or you can download it and access it that way
Very
too.
nice.
So the last hour of the activity, the reception, the virtual studio, we're gonna just be talking everything a little bit, be a bit less in motion.
Actually, would you use ribbon or paper? Need ear? Okay. Would you like to slice that in half so you can give us some handle? Chop a piece of that? Are you used or just use the whole thing? Yeah. So I switched over to fabric because it wasn't laying flat.
Oh, I see.
So I had to take it off, switch it around. Right. We learned.
But yeah, I think a lot of it is just hunt and peck and, try different things.
Hmm.
So the exciting thing is that I was able to get the scan,
Hmm.
and it did actually
Uh-huh.
it didn't play the YouTube. It went to YouTube, but it didn't play this specifically. So maybe that's what she's checking on.
Now.
But this is all very exciting.
Hmm.
And one of these days, everyone will know how to do this, even people like me. I like the idea of making fun masks since so many of the masks that we have to wear these days are very serious. So
Hmm.
it's nice to see uh, young people having the opportunity to learn a little something about the history of masks or the culture of masks or to play with masks. It's a very clever idea.
Very clever. I know I said, you guys want to make a mask to the kids at first. They're like, why? That's not this mask. This mask. Okay. Are you done? Oh, garbage. Really sorry.
You want to show off your mask? Oh, wait, wait. Oh, that's wonderful. That's really beautiful. I assume it's going to stay wet for a while. Maybe tomorrow you get to play with it and wear it. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wait, do that again. All right, put it up against the mask. Let me see if I can. That's very clever. Wow. Love it.
Okay, so this is some tech savvy stuff that I've learned during the week. And so I've got the live stream on the phone. And so I've got the live stream on the phone.
was
So
able.
I'm able to see, I'm able to see. If you go to YouTube for those, hold on one second. For
I
those
was
that are
able
just
to use the scan, and it went to the site, and then it went to YouTube, but your YouTube wasn't up yet. So I'll try it
right,
now.
yeah, try it now. So
Okay.
if you're just checking in with us and you're wondering what is going on, um, you can scan the code now. The live stream is up. We've been working about the last 20 minutes on our math. Um, and you can also check the live stream on YouTube. I'm going to take one more quick break, and then I will be back to find out if there's anybody else that's going to be coming into the studio and if there's anyone that has any questions.
So if I go over, I just cut off the edges. I can't. Wait, I'm trying to make it so you can see. There we go. I think I need some of this over here. There we go. I'm trying to make um, a geometric shape. Mathematical. And Carol, I did see your chat. I just had it on comment instead of that. So I
Oh,
did,
I've got it where the Q square comes up and it takes me to the site. And then I click on YouTube,
oh, we got everybody
but
here.
I still don't see it. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's coming up. Oh, wait a minute. So what I'm watching, I'm going to shut it off because it's not specific to the YouTube she's showing. And I wonder how to select out anything else that might come up.
Hmm.
Let me see.
I don't know. I haven't
'Cause
been
I
on that.
have, yeah, I'm still trying to learn. So what I'm watching is I'm
Right
watching her
this way.
YouTube on assemblage from the fall, but not the one from right now.
Did you see my cat? Oh, look at this one. Wow.
Oh, that's
Oh,
wonderful. Wow.
colorful.
Oh, that's wonderful. Hold it up again. Wow.
There
It's
you
so
go.
colorful. Hold it up again. It's
I had to
so
move my cat out of the
colorful.
way. That's
Now,
so
did you glue some flowers on that in the
good.
upper corner? Is that a rose petal?
That is.
Yeah.
Did you glue some flowers on that in the upper corner? Is that a rose petal? It's quite wonderful. Wow, thank you for
I
sharing.
I see it. That's
Beautiful.
beautiful. So I have my sound. Oh, there's another one. Very
Oh,
nice. Look at
Wow, look at the
that.
colors.
I love that pink color.
Let's see here.
Delilah and Asher had to leave, but I shared theirs. They're not. Asher's not quite done.
That is very
Yeah.
nice. The Frank Callen's Boys and Girls Club is showing up. Very
Those are
nice.
wonderful. And Camille, I'll work on it again, but I got the square to work. It took me to the website. And when I clicked on it, it sent me to the YouTube, but the YouTube that came up was not specific to our activity.
Okay, so let me double check that again. I've got my microphone on so I can hear. And I'm seeing you guys as you come up to the camera at Frank Callen's showing your mask.
Asher wants me to finish his.
Jackie to Megan. Hey, can you send August when Ariana's on the hallway for Oh.
Okay. I think I'm going to paint the rest of mine. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're hooking. Yes. There, can we put glue all over that? All over. Here, maybe we could do. Oh, here's the lion one.
Hi, Abigail.
Hi, how are you? Sorry,
I'm
having some
fine.
technical difficulties.
I'm just reveling in all this wonderful technology.
Yeah. We have a toddler who's furiously working on her math.
Yes, she's your helper today. She's going to help you make a
Yes.
mask.
She's making a lion mask.
Ooh.
Wow.
So here. Okay.
Very artistic, like mother, like daughter.
See, can we put it on you like this? Here. Okay. Oh, here, let mommy help maybe. Okay. Need something to hold this up with. Okay. Oh. Here, let's cut out some of that. Oh, there it is. And then you can have some animal stripes to put on there. Yeah. I got it. Mommy, my animal.
Abigail, can you adjust the camera just a little bit so we can see what she's doing?
Yeah, sorry, I'm on my phone because my laptop won't pick it
Oh,
up.
I see.
So I'm trying to kind of prop it up. Any better?
Hello,
I'll
Frank
just zoom in on
Callens.
her.
Is there anybody else who's finished your mask? I'd love to see. Oh, let me see that. Would you describe it for me?
Hey, look.
Did you glue a lot of things on there? Or is it mostly paint? I think I see a lot of wonderful things glued on. It's very
Hey,
nice.
look. Stick these on
Very
first.
nice. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's
Wow. Wow. Hold it a little bit closer so I can see it. I can't really tell the. Wow. Look at that.
Oh, I love that.
I love the spiky part over the eyes.
That's a teacher.
Those are wonderful. Make it very bird-like.
Oh, yeah.
That's very clever.
Oh, isn't it?
I didn't want any wages.
Can I have a book? Hold on. Like that. Okay, don't move it.
I'm making mine into a turtle.
Yeah, it looks camouflaged.
It is almost. I'm gonna put.
Uh-huh. Look at
Let me let
that.
it dry though. Let me put it on this side. Oh, we got dogs here too. We can put it in just to make it feel more.
Yeah, how about that? That's a little better. There you go. Our stickers. Ooh, look how pretty this is.
Not sure.
We'll put that all over your mask. Oh wow, V, that's really pretty. Thank you. There's some progress here.
Well, we're having a reception and a live stream.
Can you want some here too? What's this?
A reception for the art show
And stick your bird on.
and a live stream for, yeah.
This one here, cool. And her, as long as it's a bird. Okay. Do you want to light it on here? No, it's not. No, it's a little thing. Okay. Put some on here.
I had to switch my phone, so it's a little loud in here. Can you hear me? I have been seeing all the beautiful art, and I put up a link to the YouTube page. So if anyone's having issues trying to um,
You wave and say hi. Hi. You're not making it work, so I'm going to drag it out. Here. Where do you want to put this? Right in the middle? It looks really great. What do you think? Most of it won't come right here. Oh, it's okay. Here, it's stuck in the finger. We'll put it right in the middle, right here. Oh, it's sticky. Just stick it down. You want a tiger head? What are you doing? Let me move the paper. Oh, no.
I'm gonna set this right here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Abigail left. There she is.
I see that.
Oh,
Can you see me now?
I see you.
And can you hear me?
It's got feedback, but yes.
Okay, so everyone at Fifth Grade Callan's Boys and Girls Club has left too. I saw their mask as they were showing them as they were going out the door.
That's awesome.
Miss Thompson? Oh, there you are. I didn't see your mask. You were cleaning up everything. Did you do the painted mask?
You showed your mask?
What's your name?
What's your name? Say your name.
And will you show us your mask again? She put it up. She's ready to go.
I need this to dry this way.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that's special. Did you put some prairie shells on there? Yes, you did. That's beautiful. Will you have Miss Thompson take a picture of that and send it to me?
I will.
Thank you.
Asher wants to finish his.
Asher's done with his too?
Well, he had to leave, so he asked me to cut his ears out and put them on. So Lila's is
No,
Lila's.
So Miss Thompson, what did you come up with?
She said, what did I make? This is
Yes.
mine here.
Oh, very nice. So you used the plant material, the fabric. That's fancy. That's very fancy. Will you take pictures of those, Miss Thompson, and send them to me?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. So are you gonna? How old are you?
Oh my goodness.
7. Oh, we got somebody else. Do you want to introduce yourself? Very nice to meet you guys. You did a great job today. Those were some beautiful masks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Asher getting done.
Oh, Asher did an excellent job.
Oh, that's the fox. Is that
Yeah, look at that.
He always likes foxes.
fox?
Wow.
Yeah, I
I have
like
to
the
do that for him.
It does. So that's going to be you
Did you have
guys'
fun
next
today?
Yes. Yes. So that's going to be you guys' next activity. You're actually going to make an animal. This was just our step into what we're going to be doing next. You guys did an excellent job of getting the concept, learning how to use symmetry, and then create and design. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Miss Thompson?
right here. Right here. Take it. Pictures.
Good.
Okay, so Miss Thompson, I will get back to you this evening. If you can take the pictures and send them to me, then I can put them up and the kids can look at them too. And we'll plan for another date next month.
Okay.
Okay? All right. She's in the camera.
Okay. Only in the
You guys
camera.
look good. You guys look good.
Oh, you messed up.
Okay, um I'm going to block my camera for a minute to try to figure out what is going on with my sound.
Do you have your phone on too?
Well, I've got this all muted, but I had to
Yeah,
use my
but
phone.
if you have the YouTube up, if because I had my YouTube because I was trying to get to the link, and so there's a slight delay in the sound production. So if you have two sources, that might be the problem.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
You're muted, but I can't see you.
You can hear me now and see me?
Yes. Now
Okay.
I saw the little 1 minute video preview of the art show, but do you have a square that takes you around the exhibit?
No, that's what we're gonna do in the second hour and kind of
Okay.
answer questions. And I'm going to see if this little video works because it's kind of like a interlude into what we're doing. But give me 1 minute.
Okay. So it'll show me the pictures that you have in the gallery.
Yes, and the pictures that the Boys and Girls Club did for the first Project SMART activity. So give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to go. What? My hands are messy.
This is all very exciting.
I can't wait to see Asher's little thing here. I love it.
That's very clever. It's very clever.
He always has foxes. His thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have some that live in your area?
There are some, but I don't know if he's seen any. He just loves foxes. Have cats and dogs all over the place. And get involved. Like, oh, we want to be on YouTube. I'm so glad I put all this paper down here.
Yeah. So it took me a while to get on the YouTube, but I did. The one thing that would be nice if you're on the live stream, if there was a way to click on, she put it there and it's very convenient. But if you click on it, nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, no, so and you can't copy and paste it. So you have to type it or you have to go back to the website. But in other like Zoom meetings I've been in,
Mm-hmm.
what they do is they put any links in the chat room because that will connect actively to the internet. So
Right.
maybe that's what we have to remember to do the next time.
if I had the ability to write something down, all I have is paintbrushes. I could paint it down. To remember that, that's a good idea to put the links over in the chat.
I wonder if it actually works.
Well,
And I wonder if it has to be done by the host. Because I can sit, I can type it. I can try it. Let me try typing it. I guess I have to do the HTTP.
Oh no.
You got all these little pieces falling off there. You get all the.
Okay, so I typed in the numbers. Let me see if I can get it to create a link. It does not come up. Let me see. It went into the chat, and it does look like it's a live link.
Yeah.
Let me try. No,
It works for me.
no, it didn't.
Oh, it did.
The site can't be reached, it says.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. I typed it wrong. Oh, yuck, I have to start from scratch. All right, let me try it again. It's a very long.
I wash these paintbrushes out before they.
All right, let me try it again.
Like that.
Absolutely. Oh, no, 100%. Yeah, so hopefully she'll towel. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Hey, Daddy, where's your towel? I don't really care. I don't know.
Wow, that looks really great.
It worked.
Mommy borrow some of your glue? Yeah. Okay, just stack. I'm finish cutting it out. Okay, where are you going to put your leaves? You want some glue on it? Oh, you're still wiping your hands.
Where?
See what this looks like. It's okay. Here, let's just I'll keep it right back there, okay? Here, Mommy's going to put glue all over this.
Okay.
I want to do it.
Sorry, I had to.
Mommy needs to put glue all over. Okay, show you.
No, it's fine. It does work. If you type it into the chat, it becomes a live link.
That's great.
I'm going back and forth, and there is a time difference. And it on my computer anyway, it's buffering, so the picture keeps stopping and starting.
But I can see it on mine. I thought pretty quickly.
Okay, what else should I put on there?
I'll take a picture.
Put some of this fun stuff on there. Sure.
Oh, look, these are little leaves. You want to put those on there?
I can't.
Here?
I can't.
Don't get frustrated. Where's the leaf gonna go? You can do it. Where's the leaf gonna
The
go?
picture of Asher.
So, hi, Camille. Camille, what we were playing with was that we can see the link, but you can't interact with the link unless you type it into the chat. When it's in the chat, it becomes a live link and it will take you to the YouTube site. And then there's a slight delay streaming YouTube, but in fact, it did load. So that was very good. And I would assume anybody who's on the stream has access to the YouTube, the chat on the YouTube. Can't hear you.
Oh, is she muted?
The chat is working because I've talked to some people in the chat, and we're getting some responses for that. And so what I've had to do
Okay,
was,
so I can only see my chat with you, but if you put the, wait, let me see if I can do it again. Oh. I can only see my comments, not anybody else's. But I put in the comments with you. I put not the first one, but the second one is the correct link. And if you put it into the chat, other people might be able to get on YouTube if you prefer it that way.
Okay.
so just real quickly, yeah, it's an echo. Can you guys hear me now?
Oh, that's
Yes.
great.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what I'm going to do now, what I found is effective to use my camera to lead us into the next part of the reception and the virtual open studio. So what we're going to do is feature an art room for the first hour. And the second hour, we're going to introduce the next project. And this is for everybody that's been paying attention and listening, or that would like to be a guest in our studio. I see Verity over there. She is live and ready. She must be getting very creative. But so our next project is we're focusing on animal style, and Michelle and I have been working on this since this weekend. But what we're doing is we're focusing on an endangered species, and that's kind of where they came up with the masks to make them into animals, which the Frank Callen's Boys and Girls Club are going to be doing next. What they did earlier, the first hour of this activity, was they just got into the process of mask making and using materials and working with materials. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the template that we used for the first activity, which was the collage, the fabric collage. And then now we're going to be drawing and using fabric collage. So So along with the art that we have to show at the JEA Art Gallery, we're going to be selling the templates. Well, actually, the templates are free, but we're going to be selling art pieces. 25% of whatever we sell or whatever we're commissioned for, we're giving back to the JEA. That's really important. I wanted to add that in there because this is a very important part of our events and activities, being able to find an art gallery that works with us. And because we have this, COVID that we have to deal with, and we have to do things hybrid, not everybody is able to make a call for artists, meaning you can give them a timeline, but sometimes people can't ship their material. Shipping is completely off right now. Dropping things off and storing it is virtually impossible. So what we're trying to do is create a venue until everything gets back to normal, or this could be the new norm. I mean, people may like doing it this way better. What we're going to be doing is um, working with different art galleries, the JEA being the first one that we're working with, and we're going to be offering commission pieces. The templates for the activities are free. So if you're just beginning and you're just starting and you're wondering what we're doing and how we do it, that's why we live stream the Project S.M.A.R.T videos, the not the videos, the Project S.M.A.R.T activities, and we use the pre-recorded videos from our museum partners. So if we happen to partner with the Savannah African Art Museum or Oatland Island Wildlife Center or the Fern Bank or the Telfair Museum, the Jepson Center, we'll incorporate all of these museums into our activities so you can modify them to be your art at home activity for school if you need one, or museum art activity, or just your own interest. Project S.M.A.R.T specifically works with um, studios making art and reproduction textiles. So our main focus is reproduction textiles. A lot of the stuff that we do, they come from period pieces. They come from things like flags and uniforms. The Kuba cloth we just did, which that's the piece that I'm going to show you guys right now, that was on display at the Savannah African Art Museum, and part of their culmination of Kwanzaa activities um, features the Kuba cloth. So if you don't know what Kuba cloth is, we encourage you to go to the Savannah African Art Museum and check out the Kuba cloth exhibit. But I'll just show you kind of what this piece was. It was an assemblage of all the different textiles used to make Kuba cloth. The next piece that I'm going to show you is applique. And this is what we did for our very first Project S.M.A.R.T activity in December with the Frank Callens Boys and Girls Club. And applique is a little different process. Applique you can use as a patch, you can use it as art. You use different papers to bind whatever you're doing onto a piece of fabric. And we used burlap to do this. And this is Abigail. She was on the live stream earlier. Her piece that she did using the templates that I showed you earlier, the elephant ear leaf and the actual elephant head, to kind of get us ready for what we did today, the animal style art, using more plant materials and fabrics to create animal shapes. And you can see there the QR code. We're going to try using QR codes because the social distancing thing is an issue right now. Some people can have these activities, but we need to have like a large space. So if everybody has to be 6 feet apart, if they have their phone, they can stand 6 feet back and then still scan the QR code. So that's the idea for that. Usually in an art gallery, you would walk up to the piece and you would read about the artist. There would be a little display on the side. But for the purpose of COVID, this is our modification for it. Normally, we would have all of that. The next piece is the mask. So that's what we were working on today. We start with the mask because it's very interesting how this project came about. Right when COVID happened, I am a fiber artist and I was following this group in France called Fiber Art Fever. And they were doing a call for creative and imaginative masks, not functional masks, but creative and imaginative. So they wanted everyone to pull their materials together and come up with these really neat little masks. And so when I reached out to them all the way in France, they were saying, yeah, this is going on. And I said, well, I work with kids here in the United States, and their project was geared towards adults. And Patty Vilo, who is part of the Fiber Arts Fever in France, said, go ahead and do an activity for kids in the United States. So back in July, well, actually, it was back in March, we started this activity. And so this is how we came about with the design for the masks and how we put together all of the projects. And then this piece right here, that is a shadow box piece of all the different techniques that we use to do and to create how we put together the paint techniques and the activities for assemblage. So the painting technique for assemblage, just in case you're wondering, is a splatter technique. And what we do is we have pre-K and kindergartners and first graders put together little different techniques based on the materials we use. And so the splatter paint technique was used by Claudel. He is my nephew, and he's in the first project activity that we did in December. And then we had Verity on today, who is working on her piece. And then Asher and Delilah, who created the mask to kind of give the younger kids at the Boys and Girls Club an idea of how to now shape your mask. So we worked with shapes, we worked with texture, we worked with fabric materials, we worked with plant materials, and now we're going to be drawing and we're going to be sculpting. And we're going to leave the materials kind of in the same form of fabric, paper, and plant material. And the preview activity to this is going to be paper mache. So if you're wondering what to do next, because we haven't put the instructions out, and we're going to do that on the Seed to Fiber site, but most people kind of can DIY paper mache because there's all kind of things you can do with it. But we just added in the form of masks so that you can start building your mask. Also, with that, Michelle, if do you have your turtle?
I do.
Good. Let me add Abigail back in here. Okay, so if you're using, some people are more advanced. They're not going to be doing a lot of this by hand. They may be working on machines, such things like CAD. They may be having their own, tools that they're using, looms, be it machine looms or hand looms. But Michelle created her turtle, which is going to be the endangered species that she's featuring in May with the Cree cut. So Michelle, do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. I just got it for Christmas, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to get it. Please get me one. So I'll start with this. So I'm learning about the copyright laws and things like that. So what I wanted to do was learn how to create my own image so that I own it, and someone can't say, oh, if I want to sell it later on, or if I want to put it up as a file for other people to use. So I drew my sea turtle. I'll put it here.
Very
And thank you. So I drew it, and I tried a couple different strategies because I am semi-technological, but I had to do a lot of like video YouTubing and researching. And I got it onto my machine. And I did practice with paper first because I have a maker and it actually will cut fabric. So I'll take it out of the shadow box. I'm putting it in a shadow box because I might want to put things like some sea glass that I got at the Dollar Tree. And someone in my neighborhood was giving away seashells. So I might want to put those in there and have some more depth to the turtle. But I'll get it over here.
While Michelle is getting that, Verity, Abigail, can you hear me? Verity showed her mask that she's been working on. Verity's our
would she show it again? Would they show it again, please?
I don't know if Abigail can hear it. There you go. So
Hey, sorry, we're having a little toddler meltdown.
that's okay.
Oh,
That's
we want to
okay.
see the mask.
That's what happens when you have these young artists. Beautiful. Beautiful. Abigail, can you take a picture of that and send it to me?
Sure. We used some lion stickers and jungle stickers we had. Some bric-a-brac stuff, some fabric pieces.
So cute.
Beautiful.
Where do you get your big stickers like that for little hands? Those are great.
Yeah, I found them at a thrift shop actually, and we've
At a
just
thrift
had
shop.
them sitting around for a while.
I've been looking for little stickers for activities like this, and I can only find the real small ones. But for little ones, you need the bigger ones, and I haven't been able to find them.
Hello.
Yeah, she said she wanted
Very
a lion.
nice. Very nice. So that's just a little insert of say working from pre-K all the way up to any age, and we're working with animal style, and we're focusing on endangered species for Earth Week. And Michelle's going to continue telling us about the process that we could use as adults or maybe a little bit more skilled artists that use machines and tools to put their pieces together. She used the Cree-cut. And so she's going to be telling us about the rest of the process.
So I was trying to use some of the pieces that I had cut of the paper, but it was not working out on the mask. So I just ended up cutting it from the fabric. But what I did was after I created the image, I told the machine to cut certain pieces with different patterns. I had to run them all through. And then I learned a lot about how to assemble it. But I used watercolor and crayon on the water, and I also did some crayon and watercolor to make it. And then kind of it's hard to see, but they pop out a little bit. They're flippers or fins or whatever you would call them. So this is what I made, and it's going to go into a shadow box. And my thought would be I can add the depth with some, and they're kind of heavy, so I don't want to use too many of these. Put some of this sea glass or seashells, maybe some ribbon or paper to look like seeds around it for a 3D effect. So that's what I did.
Very nice. And I'm just going to, yes, I'm going to go around again and for everyone that is catching the last part of our virtual reception and virtual open studio, we're at the Jewish Education Alliance Center Art Gallery, and we have some pieces that we're going to be commissioning, and they're going to be based on endangered species. And we're going to use some of the processes that we've been talking about, assemblage, applique, and 25% of what we make, we donate to the JEA. And then also we provide materials for our future activities. The kids get to work with all kind of things, like turquoise. They get to work with plant materials that are not easily accessible, fabrics that they wouldn't normally have access to. So we take a lot of time, and we source our materials so that they are useful, and they don't hurt our environment. And so, starting from our live stream with our first Project S.M.A.R.T activity, we used the elephant ear, and we created the silhouette or the sideline view of an elephant. That's why we're kind of talking about animal styles, and everything is kind of centered around animals, because that's what we've been using. So I'm going to show what we have. And this is what we're working on. So my project is a rhino. The rhino that you saw, he looks a little fancy, looks like he's dancing. But I took a picture of this rhino at the Sanford Zoo, an endangered rhino, with my nephew. And the Sanford Zoo is in Florida. So to inspire you, since we don't have a museum partner for the next couple of months, I want everyone to kind of just take a search or use a photograph or kind of explore, and kind of reflect on animals that you've come across, be it day to day or be it on a virtual field trip, be it on a real field trip. And if you can, photograph it kind of either in your mind or actually with an actual photograph, and then try to recreate it. And the way Michelle kind of coined it is make this project your muse. So her turtle is her muse. My rhinoceros is my muse. And Verity, who was our guest young artist today, she had all kind of animals as her muse. And we're looking forward to see what the kids at the Frank Callan's Boys and Girls Club come up with, because they've had some very creative ideas and activities. So if anyone has any questions, we are going to streamline this event, and we're going to put links up on the website, referencing some of the things that we've talked about. We're going to have instructions up. And this is kind of informal, but it's coupled with a reception, because the art show is going to be shown at the JEA through the entire month of January. So you can come here if you're feeling well. They will check your temperature at the door, and you actually want to get a visual of some of the projects that we've done in assemblage, applique, and shadow boxing. And shadow boxing is going to be what we're going to wrap up with in the spring. So this incorporates all of the objects of arts that we've been talking about, using the cowrie shells like the kids did at the Frank Collins Boys and Girls Club, using photographs that you've taken or that you have in your personal collection, using different fabrics, different materials. That's all kind of what the children's objects of arts are about. And Project S.M.A.R.T activities support that. And that's part of Loop. That's part of Morningstar Arts creative sponsored activities.
And
So
who are your sponsors, Camille?
This
Your sponsors for this?
This one is solely Morningstar Arts
Morningstar
Creative.
Arts Creative.
Yeah, yeah.
And the
So what I'm
JEA
gonna
is the venue.
Yes, the JEA is the venue, and we're donating 25%. Yes, 25% of everything we make to the JEA program. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause my camera, and we're gonna get ready to close out the reception.
Very good. I don't know how she's doing all these different things, Michelle.
I don't know. Hold on.
She process different parts of her brain, but I think in an age where you don't have the foot traffic, I think the challenge now is to get the traffic to the sites and edit, what she's filmed, and then be able to market the little sound bites for future programming, as opposed to somebody saying, "Oh, I got to watch 3 hours of
Mhm.
other people doing art in order to get the essence of what they're working on." But I think it is a brave new world.
It is. Mhm.
So anyway, um, all right. I think. Do you know what time um,
My hair's
she
wild.
had intended for this to go? Another 20 minutes.
I don't
So
know.
six.
I think that she had a few different groups
Oh,
that she
there
Okay.
had.
it is.
Hmm.
Camille, we
Yeah.
were talking about the fact that since nowadays there really is very little in the way of foot traffic, that you have to maybe edit the pieces of video that you have, and keep up with the QR squares for information, and keep things updated on the websites. But I know that's a lot to do. It's easy to say, but to find ways to outreach all of these ideas to the people that through the internet that can utilize these techniques going forward. Um, getting the getting the traffic, to replace the foot traffic is the hard part. Getting the bolstering up the your audio and video audience.
Right. Well, what we've gotten is we're getting feedback of people visiting the website, and I like to do this at your own pace, and that's why having the venue at the JEA is great because we have a month long um, time span in which we can go back and connect with the people that have read the articles about the art show, people who've read the announcements in the bulletin. And usually the idea is that art is supposed to be a pleasure and leisure activity. It's also a passion for many people. So you don't want to rush the process at all. You don't want to make it, you have to see it by this time, and this time it's gone. It's it with it being an exhibit, it's also a showcase. And so some of the processes that we use and the materials we use take longer than it would be up in a show. So it may take us longer to procure some of the materials that we use than you actually see it in a show. So what we've done is we started a little bit early. We didn't do mass advertisement, but we are getting like 200 and 300 hits in the last 7 days for people looking at the art and connecting to the museum
Very
and finding
nice.
out what we're doing next. And then this gives us time to find those people who are interested in some of the things like Michelle was talking about. When you come up with the original art material, how do you package it and put it together so that people can purchase it if they really like something that you've done? So that gives us time that if someone says, "Hey, I really, really like that template, and I know that you offered it free in an activity, and I would like to know if you could recreate this for me." And then we can go and explain what a reproduction is. And hey, so would you like us to reproduce it in this textile? Or do you have an idea of something that's a period piece that you would like to bring out in an assemblage or an applique? So it opens it up a little bit for everybody.
I'm curious. I know that Jessica was writing about reporting on something different about what you did in the fall as it applies to city funding. But do you know if she is going to promote your show or
Yes, so
Poetry and
I had an
Experience
interview.
on WSAV?
Yes, so I had an interview with Jessica today, and she's going to be running a piece starting tomorrow. She said it starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, and she's going to send me the link. And she'll probably be here tomorrow morning to kind of take all the pictures and video, kind of what we piecemealed in this reception and virtual activity, and kind of give a true value to what it is that we're doing. And so she did focus on our last activity was funded. Our very first Project SMART activity was funded by the city of Savannah. So we matched we matched the funds and the in-kind donation with the city of Savannah. And you can look for us on the City of Savannah Facebook page and find our last activity. And they
What is
I'm
really
having
significant
problems with it.
about that is the Weave a Dream process that the city funds is not supposed to be one-time art, what they used to call drive-by art. It's really supposed to be art that makes an impact. And in fact, your project does exactly that because you tried it with the funds that they provided, and the city then had an investment in the fact that you would continue by improving the technique and applying it to what you were going to do in the future. And that's exactly what happened. So this is it's textbook success. So
Yes,
congratulations.
and and we did this a little bit backwards. Like I said, in the nature of COVID, we could have done this the same way with or without COVID, and we might have had the same outcome because what we're doing is we're reaching out to people that normally wouldn't be able to get to the JEA at this time, like other after school programs, other people who have evening jobs. Art tends to be in the evening, and a lot of people think that that is a great time for everyone, but it's really not. Um, in some instances, and the idea of being able to live stream an art show, which traditionally that just doesn't make any sense because art is supposed to be an experience. Now we're able to involve that experience in everything that we're doing. So I think that we kind of step into what it could look like in the future if people began to live stream art events. They
I think this is very cutting edge. I think it's it's trial and error to get your audience and to make sure that the clips are well edited to focus on what it is that you want to teach. I love the idea of using the square. I love the idea of streaming at the same time you have the YouTube. I'm not sure how you keep it all straight. And then the fact that it was at the same time that you were doing, live opportunity and reception. It's just, it's amazing because it really is art in the moment.
right.
And if you had to encapsulate what happened this afternoon, that's the phrase that comes to mind.
Yes.
Yes, it's virtual, but it's still art in the moment. It's still changing with all these different options um, for ways of expressing ourselves. And the kids seemed very involved in what they were doing, and I think this is a good project.
Yeah,
I wish.
and don't get me wrong. The kids that were participating, the Frank Collins Boys and Girls Club, they get a little prep. So theirs is a little hybrid. I go into the art room a couple of days before, and I drop off the materials, and I explain it to the art teacher, and she has time to ask me questions, and we email back and forth, and I can make sure all the kids have all of their material. So it's not something that is just thrown right out there and you can do it. Now, if you're watching the live stream, that might be something that you're doing. You might say, hey, guess what? I have this mask and everybody's working on masks. I'm just going to pull my from my stash and start working on it. So it's meant to kind of be a feasible activity for everyone. If you want to watch, you can watch. If you want to participate, you can participate. If you want to make note and then come back again and then catch the next activity, everything is connected.
I love it. I think you did a good job. Bravo.
Thank you. Thank
And I need to
you.
sign off now, but best of luck with the show and getting the word out there. And I will, I'll be watching at WSAV for your comments. I think that's very exciting that you got the promotion today. I hope she mentions your show as well. All right.
Thank you.
Take
Okay.
care.
Bye. Oh. Okay, so we're going to be wrapping up. I'm going to take another walk through the exhibit. We've only got 4 pieces up because, like I had mentioned earlier in the live stream, due to COVID, we've had a lot of difficulties in trying to get the art in one place and keep it safe. So today our virtual open studio was led by the Frank Callens Boys and Girls Club, and we are closing out with our reception at the Jewish Education Alliance Center with the featured pieces that the kids have been making um, through from September to now. And then we're starting another program starting today that's going to go through May. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of position this so you can see some of the pieces. And again, like I said, this is going to be an article in the WSAV News tomorrow. So there'll be better photographs. You'll be able to get a picture of each individual item. If you've been following us on social media, you'll be able to access some of our websites and social media posts, ask questions, comment, and get engaged and get involved. So again, thank you for attending our virtual reception and our Project SMART activity.
I'll talk to you in a little bit, I guess. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just go through the front door. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. see how far my Uber is. Yes, I feel like crap.
No, they know me well. Yes, they know me well. 3 years of scar tissue.
Good luck on your exhibit.
Thanks.
Stay warm. boy. Oh my God, like what's happening? You're closer now than you are from anyone else. Did they like say like is it just because of like the voting and everything that's going on that you just gotta be there until that's done?
Thank you for everyone attending our virtual activities and follow us through the month of January here at the Jewish Education Alliance Center, where we will be showcasing our art from our fall and winter project. Thank you.